What up, y'all? It's your girl Jess. I am back with the homie
Kels. Yeah. Shout out to all y'all. What's going on?
Okay, if you don't know Kels is a world-renowned dancer. That's what I would call her, because even though the world's sleeping on all of us, Kels has shown in many things, and I am just honored to call you a bro, a family member, a dance partner, like all of it, because we've been through some shit in this industry, and that's what we're here to talk about. This industry is crazy, and all the time people are like, we want to get into what you guys are doing, we want to be go-go dancers, we want to be out here on these little stages at these lesbian clubs, and you can do it.
Right, it's definitely possible.
But there's so many things you guys need to understand before you do. We're gonna dive into our history a little bit. I definitely started getting clubbing on the East Coast first because that's where I was living at the time, and I just came out and I was gay and single and I was having a ball at every club, I'm not even lying, every weekend. Every weekend I was out at the club, at some lesbian club or straight club, but I was analyzing the clubs, trying to learn from the clubs, bouncers, everything that was involved, promoting. I just kind of liked it because I was learning how to build community and network, and I was like, I'm doing this for a reason. I don't know what it is, but I'm doing it for a reason. The first ever like exotic night I ever did was Dom's, run by a straight guy based in New York. New York people are different. I'm from Jersey, so I already know, but like some people don't really understand, and it's very aggressive crowd, and it's very hard to please. So I came out there, no idea what I was doing, but I did it, and I just remember for like $14 from this like 40-year-old woman that just loved me, and I just did a couple hip rolls, and I was like, yeah, and everyone else was like, I did it. You know, that content, that's how I got started.
In the lesbian clubs, scenery, you know, going to prides and stuff like that. Did a couple prides to where I got to go for a couple of DJs, and like a couple years ago got the call to just like do my first club, and that's when it started off.
Yeah, you've been in the scene longer than me for sure. She was like an inspiration for me and a lot of other people out here. Like, I'm one of the only ones to do it. We both got our start at Club 340, Latina-based audience usually, a lot of little lesbians. It's 18 up club, so there's a lot of, they be crazy, they be drunk a lot all the time. But,
you getting wild.
Yeah, and honestly, they don't tip a lot, but it's a fun crowd. It's really fun. You feel like a little famous dancer when you're up there, because they're like, oh.
Yes. Yes, and we love that.
Yeah, we love that shit. And I definitely liked starting there because it was like pretty laid back, where almost whatever you wanted. That's how I saw you dancing, I think. First time was at CRAVE. CRAVE is a lesbian festival. If you know Dinah Shore, CRAVE is like the ratchet version. It's like way more fun, way better music. And we were there, but she got hired to dance.
Which was great. My first big lesbian event. Like, it was, you know, 3 days. It was good. Palm Springs. Kind of just thrown out there, do your thing, and then you switch. So it's like you get a schedule, you get out there, you do your thing, and then the other dancers come. So I got the hang of that, and the vibes were freaking amazing, and I love doing it. Started off a little slow at first because it was like, who is? And then, you know,
it's your first time, man.
Yeah, it was my first time. So it was good.
And then we kept running into each other like it was a joke after a while, because I'm like, damn, again?
Right. At this point, we knew each other, just not knowing each other.
And that was a great start to our friendship. I didn't get into dancing until like a little bit past last year. I actually didn't even think I was gonna be here at this point, but I always liked dancing growing up, and I was like in all dance groups in high school, but I never like was confident enough to like do something like that. Definitely needed practice and help, and this one was like a major help in getting to where I am today. And I have like, so much credit to you, bro, because I swear to God, I was struggling a lot, like, and I also study you a lot still to this day of like how you move and like do things, and you're just a really good like freestyler. Like, just pick it up, like attitude's on 10, like it's the best. So I'm definitely not more to speak on this stuff. I definitely have some experience, but this one has a lot more experience and way better at like just navigating all of it. But we managed to find another Wednesday at Vanity in West Hollywood. You guys want to come through with the Abbey? It's
Chapel
free.
side.
Chapel side, yeah. Right side. Yeah, it's a cool chill night. We do like a little set at midnight. We like make our own choreo now and stuff. We've done lots of different things. We were in like a little dance group for a minute. That was the whole thing. We do TikToks all the time, and we are very open to bookings. If you guys want to book us, please do.
Clubs, events,
or private events.
We also do those.
Like divorce parties, bachelorette parties, all that stuff. Hire stud dancers. If you're a lesbian, that's like the better. Why would you go to a strip club like this? No. You want us to show up in cop costumes, and we about to arrest your ass, but really, we're not expensive either. That's one big misconception about dancing, is that we get paid a lot and like it's a whole thing. Like, no!
We don't. Full body workout.
Yeah.
It's not just...
I remember the first couple times I danced, I was sore as fuck, and I'm like, you do this all the time? She was like, no, after a while it gets easier. I'm like, oh, I hope so. And then it does.
You get used to it. Your body gets used to it. But you also work out. You know,
Right.
like that's a big thing too. If you're trying to really get into the dance scene and do all that, working out is a must.
Girls want to see something nice to look at. Like I definitely started off with a different body. Self-conscious about like certain things, like my legs. Like my legs were definitely a lot weaker and smaller. And I was like, I need to build my butt back up. Like I need to get my abs right. Like so it motivates you to stay in shape. But it is taxing. I hire a masseuse all the time. And then after big long weekends, pride weekends, beat up, bruises underneath, like
that's when we need a day off.
yeah.
So it's like I'm not doing nothing. I need to.
Yeah. So just know when you see us, we put in work. Tip us.
Yes.
Like that's our main source of income. It's not this base pay. It's your tips. I never got 100 still to this day. I'm still trying to wait for my first 100.
And stop playing with my boy and give him a tip.
And know that when you first start, you're probably not gonna get a lot of money or tips. So it's not something you should go into if you're money hungry at all.
Right. I think my first time I go, I got $5 throughout the whole night.
Sounds about
And it
right.
was a 5.
Yeah.
And I was ecstatic.
Confidence increases, the money comes better, the opportunities come more.
Yeah.
Get your content when you're out. Almost every single gig I have has some piece of content from it. Even if you're backstage, get yourself like with the outfit or like get a little TikTok on. That's how we'll know. Like when you guys ask us to help you, it's like we look at your pages, there's nothing on there. You're private, you don't have any dancing videos. How the fuck are you supposed to know?
Gotta at least have something on your Instagram, something that says, oh, okay, you got some rhythm. We gotta see it, because if you're just like, oh, I want to dancer and I got flowers and food on your thing, I'm like,
it's very important to be confident in this game. Like I said, if you come off insecure on your Instagram, what are you supposed to do when you're up on stage, 1,500 people looking at you?
Right.
When I first started dancing, I had like heavy imposter syndrome. I felt like I wasn't very confident, and I just felt like I can't believe I'm getting paid for this and people are hiring me. I realized that I bring a different look and a different style, and I think that's super important. Like if you have a different look and style to your dance, that's what they want. Like especially for masculine dancers, because feminine dancers, they can get hired anybody, anywhere. Gay people, like everybody loves them, but for us, we're a specific guy, and they want us to stick out and like have our own thing going. I developed that over this past year and figured out like I'm more of a sensual, slow, smooth dancer, and I like that about me. And I think the more that I realized about myself, because I was trying to fit in with like Kale's speed, like I'm like, god damn, like I'm trying to keep with your legs, you know, because she was crazy.
I got my own little thing.
And I think it works that we work together because we bring two different styles. So like when we started doing Rated Les, which is a lesbian strip night run by Taste Entertainment, the company I work with, it's like an all women strip night. It doesn't really get down to it like that, but it's very like there's a lot that goes down.
It's a good show.
And it was really like a smooth process. So like we did this magic mic dance that a lot of people talked about, which I love. It's like one of our second Rated Leses ever.
Amazing.
Yeah, no, we did that. We did that for real. Like we brought girls up on the seats.
Yes.
I'm gonna show y'all guys a little clip right here. We went crazy, and it went crazy. And I think because we come from two different backgrounds with dance and like how we do it, the way we choreographed it worked out really well. We want to bring that to your city or your state and do all types of shit too. So you know, if you need a little show, we still have it in our heads. We can do it right away.
Look at us.
Still got the pants and
There we go.
And then also be the image when you're out. Like
Yes.
Now people know us as dancers when we go out. So like we're in the club dancing normally, but they're like, oh, come on. Little dance battles will happen and stuff, and we get hyped. Just naturally like having a good time dancing and like being confident in that on the regular floor is big too, because people just start to know you as like, okay, like yeah, you can put it down anywhere.
Or my name got through. I was just always dancing on the floor.
And I put her onto like one of our taste events a long time ago, and I was like, we need a masculine. Remember that shit? I was like, we need masculine dancers. There's that life to it, but then there's also the life to it where it's dramatic and crazy and women, and we're all gay, so we're just like, and then some are, and some are trying to be.
We're curious. Yeah.
We attract a lot of those curious ass women too, and they love to like come up and be like, I never done this before. I wanna.
I usually don't do this.
A couple things that we get commonly are like, we're either way too aggressive, like pull our shit down, or like
as we're dancing,
going up our shorts. And I know they're drunk sometimes, most of the times, but it's like, that's not an excuse to just basically, you know.
Feels like me.
There's the opposite end where they're like, I don't know what do I do?
Wait.
They're so like nervous or shaking. Like,
those are cute. We accept it. Because I used to be that, you know, like typical films. I used to be that.
Right?
Oh my God.
I still kind of am.
Man.
Like it's funny if you just throw it anyways. I don't care. Like,
right.
as a dancer, understanding that you don't know what's gonna approach you, you don't know who's watching, you don't know what's happening. You gotta just kind of be confident in your zone, know when to like stop people if they're doing too much, and also know when to be like approachable and nice to people who are nervous.
Right.
It's just a lot of like personality building and networking to get you to a point of, we're gonna hire you, you're gonna be a regular dancer. It's a lot of experience. I think one of the things that we do is just throw ourselves into shit and we don't even know what the hell is going on.
Nope, but it's good. Most of the time, it's really, really good.
And you think about it, the more you do that, the more you realize, oh, I've been through some worse shit, I can get through this. Like, and you just build, you learn, you grow, and that's how life goes. There's very limited opportunities for us as masculine dancers. And we're just gonna take pretty much whatever we can get.
You will lose a lot of money, but you'll also gain a lot. Like, everybody loses money, but make sure when you lose your money, it was worth it. Not saying to go out and lose your money on purpose. So whatever you don't get out of money, it'll come back full circle.
Yeah.
Just make sure you put in everything, confidence, you 100% realness.
I was really nervous on like seducing them, you know, when they approach or like trying to get them to lure them in. Like, eye contact is big.
Yes.
They love to make eye contact with us and like talk, like they'll do this. Like, and like, I wonder what they're saying. I'm gonna just keep looking. Like, go ahead, what do you want to do? And then eventually they come up and tip because they're like, oh my god, I have to.
Right.
Like, yeah.
I know sometimes it'd be weird, you know, sometimes you don't like to make eye contact, especially with people you don't know, you don't know what they thinking, so you like,
don't read your head.
And look out. When they look back, they like you.
Yeah.
Most of the time. And sometimes if you look at them and don't go toward them, you could have had money, but you didn't take that chance and just a little on them.
Yeah,
you
you're
know what
really
I mean?
good at that. Like, every time I go in between our sets on Wednesday, she's like dancing with somebody.
When they give me that look, I'll be like, oh, you know?
We both have faces that like switch on when like we're seducing somebody. It's hilarious. Like, I'll catch you all the time.
Bruh, I be making some ugly faces sometimes. I apologize ahead of time.
That was hilarious. You could lick your lips on you.
Man, I be like, when I would tip girls and they would look at me, like, I felt special.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, oh,
That's
you
the
only
big
thinking about me right now, girl?
Yeah.
You gonna get this tip. I can only like reciprocate what I've learned from watching them and seducing me low-key for my money, which is okay because I'm helping. Give her that look when you dancing and she gon' yeah, here the money, come get it. Alright.
I'm definitely be in my head still, but I think what's helped me is just smoking before. I wouldn't tell anybody to do this, but like, we definitely smoke a lot. It helps you just, I don't know, just like groove more.
Yeah,
like, just,
get you in your own zone.
And I think it's like, it's an equal balance of remembering that like you're in an audience in front of people, but also like you're in your bedroom, you're by yourself. Like, it's your own world. Like, I think when you have a good balance of that, I think this is for go-go dancing. People really want to just see you, like how you move and stuff. And I learned that, like I learned to just embrace I think the more that I just picture like me just kind of, so you just see myself in the mirror, I just put in front of somebody else.
Because we hard on ourselves.
Yeah. Also.
So it could like beat up the rest of our night, or we could be like, let's go out there this next time and make sure we give it our all. Like, you're doing it for you, because this is what you wanted to do. So you see yourself, you know what you want to do. You go out there, and if they want it, they'll come and grab it. If not, there's many people who will want it.
Right. Once you start making a lot of tips, managing tips is like a whole job. People don't realize. Like, I didn't realize how much it takes to just sit there and pull the ones out and straighten them out and like stack them.
Oh my gosh.
It's a job.
On the same night. Do not go home with your money. Oh, bruh. That's why my shit be like, you see a Magic Mike, you put the books on top, like, or put it under your mattress, flatten it out. So
then there's our lives personally where we're like, both of us are single, have very similar outlook on like relationships and like how to navigate dating when you're in such a public eye all the time and you're on stages and you're doing sexual shit. It is not for the weak for anybody to be in any type of thing with us. And like, a lot of women will like be about it and then they're just not after a while. And it's like, you know what you signed up for. Obviously, speaking personally, that's our job. Understanding that work, like if you were to date a porn star, you know what you're getting into. Like, that is part of the job. You have to be a person that's very secure to date somebody who's doing stuff like this. And it's not just stage dancing, it's not just exotic dancing, it's a lifestyle. It's like, we can't be weird and stingy with people that normally come to tip us. I'm a part of an entertainment company that has a public eye too, so I have to be very like a friendly person. Not to say I flirt with everybody, but I definitely flirt a lot. I don't think anything of it. Finding women that don't see flirting as something that could be really dangerous and harmful, a very secure relationship, like, that's hard to find.
Yeah, which is why we're still single. Looking for somebody who understands that.
She's older than me, and it's like, damn, we old. Like, it's not
I need to stop playing. They meet you when we do what we do. Like, so that's why I low-key don't like to, date people who tip us. But like, I mean, it could happen if you're cool enough, if you get it. But like, if you meet me at my job, don't expect me to change my career because we get serious. That's not happening. My passion is to dance and make people happy to feel a vibe. You sing that, it attracted to you. After I get you, I just stop doing what I love to do. Like, you gotta understand that it goes, so I need somebody to balance it out. Who doesn't want to sit here and be like, well, you was gone till 2 a.m. Like, you know I get off at 2 a.m.
And we tired. We're not trying to fuck right now.
Oh my gosh.
And it's a consistent thing. It grows. We meet more people. We are heavily known, so just being with someone that knows a lot of people is hard to deal with. Going into any expectation with anybody like us is not even a good idea. Any dancer really, like, I just don't think going up to dancers and thinking your relationship with them or want them like that is ever really, like, don't fall in love with stripper. Everybody knows that's one-on-one, like like,
but y'all still be doing
yeah, like, and then getting to know us is the first step. Tip us, obviously, be appreciative, holler in your own way, but then take your time, understand who we are as people. That's what we want to know. I want you to understand me. Like, nobody cares about any of that, and that's what we want to feel the most. Like, understood.
Who we are, not on stage. Like, you gotta know who we are. What you see is not what you get.
Damn.
That's not what you get. We got so much more in than that. We loving, we caring, we funny, we human, and we bomb. So stop playing with us.
I think we both personally like have explored types of relationships and like how to navigate these things. And I think being gay, that's just known that like people do that. I don't know why people still come at me for like not securing somebody down. Nobody has ever put it down like that for me to think that. Even having fun with y'all, that's a whole other thing too. We've definitely dabbled and done our share, but you have to pick wisely.
Find somebody you mesh well with and it's cool, you know, something goes and then it
usually does.
I feel like when it's right, it'll happen. Have good conversation. You guys can laugh about a lot. The
heavy on the conversation.
Man.
Good conversation.
Man.
And a big one too is if we bring you around any people we know or bring you into the scene with us, don't sit in the corner. Like, I'd rather you go just do whatever the fuck you want to do and like be, you know, like just have fun.
Yeah, and I know you get shy at first. I get it because it's kind of hard meeting people you don't know. But like when you get the hang of like how cool people is, because we cool. When we do bring you in and it's a sacred little, open up a little bit more.
Take advantage. Meet other people because our people have a lot of connection. Take advantage. I would do the same. That's exactly what I did when I first started getting to this. And we're not stingy when it comes to that. Like, we're definitely like, yo, meet this person. Like, we're always out here trying to introduce people and connect people. That's my biggest thing. I just want to connect everybody. The misconceptions, the shit get thrown at us all the time. Like, just all of that stuff combined is draining. And that's why we say this shit is not for the weak. And know that it comes with way more than just going and dance and going back home.
Like, sometimes you'll have good nights with the people you work with and the crowd wasn't that good, and sometimes you'll have good nights with the crowd and like the people are kind of off. But like, you always got to understand everybody goes through their own thing, so you don't hold anything personal. You just make sure you going out and doing your thing right and make sure you're giving out the vibe you want to see and have. Sometimes it's seasons of like just seasons bad, not so bad vibes, but like bad tips.
And like right now going into winter, it's like a down season for most entertainers, so it's like summer's crazy, a lot going on, it's gonna be a lot of stress, and then we have downtimes. Take the downtime, but also search in other areas to fill bank your needs when it comes to dancing, like all of it. Make a space or have a space for you to dance and freestyle all the time. Or just do it constantly and just keep improving, keep watching tutorials, challenging yourself with different ideas, partnering with people that know how to do stuff and can teach you.
Confidence, we're loving, and get to know us. And hire us, okay? Look, y'all.
Hey, sleeping on that.
Come on now.
We'll get any outfit you want. We want UPS drivers, got it.
Yeah.
Firemen, we got the hose.
Got it. Put out the fire.
And we'll fly out to you. Like, if you pay for the flight and everything, we're there. She's in San Francisco all the time. And
shout out to Coyote Clear.
Coyote Clear. To sum it all, networking, confidence, experience. Don't go into it for the money. Have a boundary between personal life and dance life. Make sure that you're secure with yourself. Know that you're good at all times. Rest when the rest comes. Stay focused when the work is there. Stay focused on the end goal. I don't think I have an end goal when it comes to dancing. I just want to be on more faces and do more things. I think for me, it's more fun than anything. It's not really my main thing. It's definitely more of a side thing.
It's my passion, so I've been blessed to be able to do what I love to do. I do want it to open up more opportunities because I do eventually want to get to acting and all that stuff. So it's my baby. It's my base. So I do love it. I might do some teaching soon.
Okay.
We'll see.
They want us to teach.
Yeah.
Should we teach them?
I'm down. Actually, yeah. I
really think we should go on Zoom and do online classes for everybody. If you guys are interested, Make sure you have our Instagrams. I'll put them out right here.
Make sure you have videos of you dancing on there too. I like to know more about the person first, so it's not just like do this.
Yeah.
Learn different, teach different with different people. Because like some people can learn off of like, all right, 1, 2, 3, again, 1, 2. Now some people are kind of like, all right, yeah, take it down a couple times. You learn it slow.
I gotta break it down.
Yeah, which is good because that means I'm learning it even more.
Like understand how you learn.
Yeah,
that's a big one. And be persistent. Like so many times I'm just like, fuck this. But like when I keep trying it, I'm just like, I can finally get it, understand it.
But take risks, you know, like that's what love is about. I mean, life is about. Actually, gotta take risks in love too. I haven't done that. Looking for the right one. But it's also very rewarding. You can see your progress. You can see, and then you meet great people. You know what I'm saying? So when your heart is in it, and your mind is right, and your vibe is right, and you're determined, good things will happen.
It's a very good everyday life thing to have. I don't feel weird at clubs anymore. Definitely don't feel weird like in random dance things or house parties, whatever. Like I'm cool at all times because I know I got it. Like it builds your confidence to a different level. You can control your body and feel good in controlling your body. You combine that with fitness and you look good. Oh, come on.
Unstoppable.
I mean,
it's that thing. Oh, are we? I'm fit the front.
I appreciate y'all. I appreciate you, Kels. Thank you, bro.
Of course,
You're the best, man.
Thank you.
This is my brother for life.
Yo, first time.
You did amazing. Okay, so
don't touch it.
Stay tuned for more content. Love you guys. Peace.